Okay, so 4-66, graphing rational functions, part 2. So I have f of x and g of x here, right? F of x, g of x. They're almost, the numerator is the same, but the denominator is different, right? One's x plus 1 on the bottom, one's x plus 2. So what values of x is each function undefined? In other words, what values of x are not in the domain? Explain our reasoning. All right. I'm going to do the new share back to the teacher dashboard. I would say x equals -1 for f of x, and x equals -2 for g of x. Right? Because that's what would make the denominator 0, which would take it out of the domain. Let's hit submit. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I was really happy to put this all part together. All right, so use a graphing calculator to make a table and a graph for each function. How are the undefined values in part A represented in the table and on the graph for each function? All right, so down here we want to enter f of x. So f x squared plus 5x plus 6 over x plus 1. Ooh, that looks interesting. I'm going to change the denominator to 2. So there's some different things going on here. And I didn't figure out a good way to do this. Oh, we could probably just trace. Well, both of them, there's actually an intersection point at -3. So both of these are 0 at that spot. Let's see, f was red. So let's see, 2.5, 1.67, or 0.167. G of x is 0.5. That over there. Oh, let me just fix this real quick. Money. Okay, -2. Let's see what happens at -2 here. -2, this one's 0. See what happens on this one. Ooh, look at that. There's a little hole there at -2. Curious. So it says undefined. Now let's keep going on this one. It is 1.5. I'm going to guess this goes up by 0.5 each time. All right. Oh, I am. Sweet. All right. So this one's the one that's slightly trickier. -1.5. Interesting. And -1. It looks like there's a vertical asymptote at -1. So we'll also call that undefined. -0.5 is all of a sudden up here. Yeah, it's 7.5. And at 0, this is 6. So there's those undefined values in part A. They're represented differently. Like in g of x, there's a hole, but it doesn't show up until we trace on it. For f of x, there's an asymptote there, a vertical asymptote. So it shows up differently. So let's rewrite these both with simplified formats and see what we can find out. So see this top X plus 2, X plus 3. There's f of x and g of x. So what do we notice about the function that has a hole? What do we notice about the function as a vertical asymptote? Well, f had the vertical asymptote and g had the hole. I don't know about you, but for g having a hole, I see that there's an x plus 2 in the top and the bottom. There's that a common factor in the numerator and denominator. Whereas the one with the vertical asymptote only has no common factor in numerator and denominator. But this one has a common factor in numerator and denominator. Denom. Boom. I think we're going to stop there.